Good morning. Today is day 20, wow, of my energy drink withdrawal program, the T-30 method. So there's 10 days left. It's 6:15 in the morning on Wednesday, May 15th. So I have 10 more days. I'm still in the middle of the caffeine withdrawal symptoms. Yesterday, I basically had the symptoms of just being in a bad mood and inability to concentrate. I have like 3 days worth of stuff built up that I haven't done. And residual headache, did I already say that? And like this morning, my nose is sort of stuffed up. Felt like I might be getting a cold or something. So this is not an effortless method. I don't want to sell it as an effortless method. You're going to, if you're like me, you're still going to go through caffeine withdrawal. It's just going to be somewhat delayed. Like I guess I started on day 17. And I think it's a little better than when I tried to go cold turkey. And I am still sort of looking forward to these, even though they're not offering much, I must say. I'm on day 20, so I've cut about 2/3 of my caffeine intake. So this has about 1/3 of 200 or 66 milligrams of caffeine. I can still taste it. I mean, these little shots are strong. I mean, I can still, this is actually a flavorful beverage even now. But I can feel that it's not delivering the caffeine that I want and need. Although this is 66 milligrams. A Coke or a Pepsi, I think I read yesterday, a Coke has 34 milligrams, a Pepsi has 38 milligrams. So this is still like 2 Cokes. I'm drinking 2 Cokes in the morning, but it's really not doing it for me. Although I do feel something still. So this gradual reduction method, you're still going to go through withdrawal. So far I've had like 3 days, I guess, of pretty full-blown withdrawal symptoms. These drinks are still helping in the morning, so I think it's modulating a little bit. But the half-life of this is pretty short now. I think a typical caffeine dose half-life is like 5 hours. That means the drug is still in your system after 5 hours. Half of it's gone. It seems this lasts a couple hours, if even that, in terms of the beneficial feelings of the caffeine. So this is, like I remember in the early videos, this would be helping already, whereas this is just not as good, but I'm thankful to have it. So I'm thinking this slow withdrawal is sort of helpful. Like I said, I'm still going through the symptoms of irritability and things, so these may not be the best videos. I read about half of this book yesterday, Caffeine Blues, and you know, it's funny, I've been reading this book and this book while I'm in this sort of irritable stage, and both books are really sort of bugging me, I have to say, because this one's saying, you know, caffeine is, these are both smart people. This guy's saying that caffeine is the best thing, like a wonder drug, and this guy's saying that caffeine is the worst thing you could do. And it's just a litany. So far it's just caffeine, saying are you addicted, caffeine in your body, caffeine in your mind, and then individual health problems associated with caffeine, and then caffeine in women. Those are the parts I've got to so far. Just about every conceivable thing is being blamed on caffeine. Just problems with your liver, your adrenal glands, you know, stress, high blood pressure, heart disease, gout. Let me just see if I can read some of it. It's just too many to even mention. Actually, it doesn't lend itself to this too well, but mental illness, depression, fatigue, panic disorder, allergy, asthma, diabetes, it just goes on and on. Gastric reflux, which actually is definitely true, heartburn, and then anemia. It's just too many to mention. And I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a nutritionist. And there are a lot of technical things being thrown around here that I can't really say is true or not. I am a college graduate. I have 2 master's degrees. In college, I took a lot of pre-med stuff, so I did get, several chemistry classes, several biology classes. One of my master's degrees in the history of science. The other one is in math. So I do have sort of a scientific background, but the body is a very complex thing. And I do have a general thought, though, that any poisonous drug in your system consumed over many, for me, decades, is going to cause problems. So I am sort of partial to this view over this view, where caffeine is sort of a wonder drug. But this debate, even though these are relatively new books, I mean, they're a decade old, this debate has been going on since the introduction of caffeine into Europe in the 1600s, so 400s. Even when it first came out, there were people in the pro camp, people in the anti camp. And here it is 400 years later, and it's the same thing. And like right now, I feel terrible for 3 days, and I know I could just make myself feel better if I just got a nice strong energy drink right now. I could be back in action, So I don't know. I've just decided, as I've mentioned several times, I've decided to get off it for my own personal reasons. I mean, I've mentioned the things that are bothering me about it. And some of these longer term issues, like high blood pressure, a variety of diseases, fibromyalgia, hypoglycemia. I mean, I'm just listing these as they're coming across my screen here. Depression. I don't know that I'm susceptible to them, so those aren't the reasons I'm quitting, although that's probably a good reason to quit too. But there are real life things that are, for me, it's like anxiety, sleep, and stomach issues. Those are the 3 things that I know affect me and that are important to me, and I want to quit because of them. So I'm sort of rambling. I'm going to try to finish this book. They also have a gradual withdrawal method. This was before the days of energy drinks, though, so it's related to coffee. So I'll go over that and compare it. They call it the Off the Bean program, and I'll compare that to the T-30 program. This is the #1 book on Amazon. So this, people, if you're like me, I like to read like disaster blogs and things like that. There's always a market for horror movies or disaster stories. So this is actually a very popular #1 book on Amazon. This is not quite as popular. But the reality of the situation is, since these books were written, the caffeine market has just exploded. I mean, particularly with the energy drinks. So, this is not really reaching people except the people who read these books. And this guy is saying that this is all garbage anyway. So, anyway, I'm out of time today. Still going through withdrawal symptoms. I'm hoping it gets better in the next day or two. And thanks for watching.